What if you could walk through chaos without being moved? What if no insult, betrayal, or failure could pierce the peace inside you? In a world where people are quick to offend and quicker to react, emotional invincibility isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. But the Buddha taught that suffering is optional, reaction is a choice, and inner stillness is a power anyone can develop. Today, we journey through 10 Buddhist principles that transform pain into peace, conflict into clarity, and emotion into wisdom. These teachings aren't just ideas, they're spiritual armor, forged from insight, compassion, and practice. Let's begin with the first principle. Teaching number 1. Turn insults into fuel for patience. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, "As a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, so the wise are not moved by praise or blame." Insults are inevitable. People project their pain, their insecurities, their ego. Sometimes you're simply a screen for someone else's storm. But your power lies not in stopping the insult, but in choosing your response. Think of an insult as a test, not of your worth, but of your wisdom. When someone speaks harshly to you, you are offered a rare opportunity, a moment to practice upekkha equanimity, a chance to turn irritation into inner discipline, to cultivate compassion instead of retaliation. Real story. There's an old Zen tale of a monk who was spat on by a villager. The monk simply bowed and said, "Thank you. Tomorrow I will return, and if you wish to spit again, I will be here." The villager, shocked by the monk's peace, later became his student. Why? Because peace is more powerful than pride. In modern life, insults might come through emails, comments, or passive aggression. But the path is the same. Don't absorb, don't react, transform. Here's how. Pause, breathe, detach from the ego's urge to defend. Recognize the pain behind the words, "Most cruelty is a cry for help." Use it to strengthen your patience, your compassion, your stillness. Practice tip. When someone insults you, silently repeat, "This is my training. May I remain unmoved. May I grow." Every insult becomes compost for inner growth, if you choose it. Let them throw stones. You're building a temple of peace. Teaching number 2. Don't give others power over your emotions. No one can harm you more than your own mind untamed. The Buddha. When someone criticizes you, do you crumble? When someone praises you, do you soar? If so, your peace is in their hands. Buddhism teaches that true freedom begins where emotional dependence ends. When you allow someone's words, moods, or actions to dictate your emotional state, you hand over the keys to your inner world. But your emotions are yours. You get to choose what stays and what passes through. Imagine this. You walk into a room and someone ignores you. Your mind begins spinning. Did I do something wrong? Are they mad at me? Do they not like me anymore? But the truth? It might have nothing to do with you. Their silence could be exhaustion, their coldness, insecurity, yet your mind makes it personal. That's the trap. Reflection. The moment you stop needing everyone to like you, validate you, or agree with you, you reclaim your power. The next time someone offends, criticizes, or even praises you, ask yourself, am I grounded in who I am? Or am I letting their opinion rewrite my reality? Practice tip. Repeat this mantra when triggered. Their words are not my truth. My peace does not depend on their voice. The stronger your self-awareness, the weaker your need for approval. And the less you react, the freer you become. Teaching number 3. Break the illusion of control, the power of surrender. Let go of the need to control. and you will control your own freedom. Buddhist wisdom. We spend much of life trying to control things that cannot be controlled. What people think of us, how others behave, how things should unfold, how life should look. But control is an illusion. It exhausts you. It creates tension. It tightens your grip until peace slips through your fingers. The Buddha taught, suffering is born not from what happens, but from our resistance to what happens. Let's take a simple example. You're late for work, stuck in traffic, you grip the steering wheel, you curse the cars ahead, you stress over what your boss will say, but none of it changes the fact you're still in traffic. The solution? Not more control, but more surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the fight against life. It means flowing with what is and working from peace, not panic. Real story. There's a Zen saying, "Let go or be dragged." A man was caught in a river current. The more he struggled, the more he was pulled under. Only when he surrendered and floated did he find his way to the shore. Surrender is a spiritual skill and a profound act of trust. Practice tip. When things go off plan, whisper, "This moment is my teacher. I surrender, I flow." And then watch how life begins to respond, not to your force, but to your faith. Teaching number 4. Speak from stillness, the power of right speech. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. The Buddha. In a noisy world, the most powerful voice is the one that speaks from stillness. Words are not just sounds, they are seeds. Every sentence you speak either plants peace or stirs chaos, not just in others, but in your own heart. Buddhism teaches right speech as part of the Noble Eightfold Path, not just to speak kindly, but to speak wisely. Ask yourself before speaking, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it spoken at the right time? If the answer to any of those is no, stay silent. That silence is a gift. Story from a monastery. A young monk once asked his teacher, "How do I stop gossip?" The master replied, "Don't feed it." The monk paused and asked, "But what if others still talk?" The master smiled, "Let them. You protect your karma, not theirs." Words carry karma. They ripple far beyond what you can see. Speaking from agitation plants seeds of regret. Speaking from stillness plants seeds of peace. Practice tip. Before responding in a heated moment, pause. Breathe in, count to 3. Let the stillness rise. Then speak or don't. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Teaching number 5. Feel it. Don't feed it emotional alchemy through awareness. You are not the emotion. You are the awareness behind it. Buddhist insight. Anger, jealousy, fear, sadness. These are not enemies. They are messengers. But most of us don't listen. We react, we suppress, or we spiral. The Buddha didn't teach us to get rid of emotions. He taught us to observe them without clinging, and through that, transform them. This is emotional alchemy, turning the raw energy of feeling into wisdom and freedom. Let's say someone says something hurtful. You feel heat rise in your chest. Your breath shortens. The story begins. They disrespected me. How dare they? I'll show them. Pause. Now ask, what's the emotion really about? Is it old pain resurfacing? Is it ego trying to defend its image? Instead of feeding the emotion with thoughts, stories, and reactions, just feel it. Sit with it like you'd sit beside a storm. Don't run from it. Don't fuel it. Just breathe and observe. Real reflection. One Zen master said, "When anger visits, I offer it tea." That's presence. That's alchemy. Practice tip. When overwhelmed, name the emotion gently. Ah, this is anger. Hello, sadness. Acknowledge. Breathe. Don't fight. Just feel. In doing this, you transmute reactivity into wisdom. You stop being a prisoner of emotion and become its master. Teaching number 6. Pause before you pass it, on breaking the cycle of emotional inheritance. Pain that is not transformed is transferred. Buddhist psychology. How many generations have passed anger down like a family heirloom? We don't just inherit eye colour or habits from our parents. We inherit patterns, emotional reactivity, suppressed traumas, silent burdens, and unless we become conscious, we pass them on often without realizing. Your father was quiet but explosive. Your mother buried resentment under politeness. Now, without awareness, you carry those tendencies into your relationships. But here's the sacred truth. You are not obligated to continue what hurt you. Every time you pause, instead of lashing out, every time you breathe, instead of blaming, every time you feel instead of flee, you interrupt the cycle. A story from Zen. A student said, "My father never said he loved me." The master replied, "Then let the love begin with you." But how? By not waiting. Be what was missing. You're the seed of the new way. Reflection. When you're triggered, ask, is this mine or inherited? Am I reacting to this moment or repeating a script? You are the turning point. Not by being perfect, but by being present. Practice tip. When you feel the old emotional flame rising, put one hand on your heart. Breathe. Say silently, "It stops with me." This is how karma transforms. This is how suffering ends not in theory, but in your next response. Teaching number 7. Choose stillness over noise. Why silence wins the inner war. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. Zen proverb. We live in a world of noise. External noise, social media, opinions, expectations. Internal noise, overthinking, comparison, worry. And yet, peace has always lived beneath the volume. Stillness is not the absence of movement, but the presence of awareness. The Buddha found enlightenment not through answers, but through silence. Sitting under the Bodhi tree, he let all noise fall away, and truth revealed itself. We think power is in speaking, acting, proving, but real power is in restraint. Not because you're weak, but because you're wise. A warrior doesn't react to every sound in the forest, only the one that matters. In emotional conflict, silence is misunderstood as avoidance. But true silence, the kind that comes from presence, is a strategic pause, a conscious choice to not let chaos pull you in. Real story. A monk was once insulted by a king. The monk remained unmoved. The king said, "Why don't you respond?" The monk smiled. If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does it belong? That's stillness. That's inner victory. Practice tip. Next time you feel provoked, don't rush to speak. Step back. Listen inward. Let the storm pass. Silence isn't suppression. It's precision. And when you learn to listen to silence, you begin to hear the truth beneath the noise. Teaching number 8. Detach from the outcome emotional freedom through letting go. You only lose what you cling to. The Buddha. Attachment isn't just about material things. It's about clinging to how you think things should go. That relationship should have worked. That job should have been yours. That person shouldn't have left. And every should is a chain. We suffer not because life disappoints us, but because we resist how it unfolds. Yet when you let go of the outcome, you gain what you were truly seeking all along. Freedom. Let go, not because you don't care. Let go because you trust. A Zen parable tells of a man crossing a river in a boat. Midway, another boat crashes into his. He yells in anger until he realizes the other boat is empty. What changed? The event didn't, but the meaning did. This is detachment, the ability to see things clearly without personal narrative. When you release your grip on the results, you show up fully without being enslaved by expectation. You experience love without fear. You pursue your goals with peace in your heart. Practice tip. Before any big decision, ask yourself, can I give my all and let go of the outcome? That is the heart of Buddhist surrender. To act with presence and trust life with the rest. Teaching number 9. Stand guard at the gate of your mind. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. The Dhammapada. Every day, your mind is bombarded with fears, doubts, judgments, distractions. You don't have to invite them in. You are the gatekeeper. What you allow into your mind shapes your reality. You cannot plant seeds of anxiety and harvest peace. You cannot absorb negativity all day and expect joy to bloom. Just as a monk watches the breath, you must watch your thoughts. Real life reflection. Think about how you feel after scrolling for hours, comparing your life to others. Does it leave you empowered or empty? The mind is like a garden. Water the thoughts that nourish. Pull the weeds that drain. Protect the soil with silence, meditation, and truth. The Buddha said, as the fletcher shapes the arrow, so the wise shape the mind. Practice tip. Start each morning with a conscious affirmation. End each evening by reviewing one thought you wish you hadn't entertained and let it go. To master your life, master your mind. Stand at its gate like a peaceful warrior alert, present and unattached. Teaching number 10. Turn pain into purpose transcending, suffering through wisdom. Suffering is not holding you. You are holding suffering. The Buddha? Everyone carries pain. A betrayal, a loss, a wound no one sees. But in Buddhism, pain is not punishment. It is a teacher. And when you stop resisting your suffering, it becomes the seed of your awakening. Pain is raw material. It can build walls, or it can build wisdom. The choice is always yours. The lotus, the most sacred flower in Buddhism, blooms from mud. It's not in spite of the mud, it's because of it. Just like the lotus, your darkest moments can become your most radiant truths if you let them open you instead of close you. Real life story. There's a Zen student whose entire life collapsed: divorce, illness, bankruptcy. He came to his teacher and asked, "Why is this happening to me?" The master replied, "This is not happening to you. This is happening for your awakening." Through deep meditation and service to others, that student later became a monk, helping hundreds transform their pain into compassion. That's what it means to turn pain into purpose. To not waste your suffering. To alchemize it into empathy. To become a lighthouse because you've survived the storm. Practice tip. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me? How can this help me serve others? What must I now release?" Your pain, when seen through wisdom, becomes your liberation. Final reflection. You came here looking for strength. Not the loud, aggressive kind, but the quiet, unshakable kind, the kind born from presence, clarity, and peace. These 10 Buddhist teachings are not meant to decorate your mind. They're meant to liberate your life. You don't need to control everything, just master your response. You don't need to chase peace, just stop feeding chaos. You don't need to fix every emotion, just stop becoming them. The world may not change, but you will. And when you do, your experience of the world will transform completely. Final summary. Here's a quick reflection on the 10 Buddhist principles we explored. Turn insults into fuel for patience. Let criticism refine, not define, you. Detach from words. Don't let opinions hijack your inner calm. Hold yourself to excellence. Offer others grace. Be your own standard. Forgive the rest. Speak from stillness. Let words build peace, not destroy it. Feel it, don't feed it. Let emotions pass like clouds, not storms. Pause before passing it on. Don't recycle your wounds into others. Choose stillness over noise. Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. Detach from outcome. Surrender results. Master effort. Guard the mind. What you water grows. Turn pain into purpose. Let every scar become a source of light. These teachings are simple, but living them, that's the real mastery. If you remember only one thing from this entire journey, let it be this. You don't have to force life. You just have to stop resisting it. Peace isn't something you find, it's something you allow. So take a breath, release the weight, and remember, you are not your emotions. You are the awareness, watching them rise and fall. Stay centered, stay kind, stay free. This is the enlightened mind. If this journey stirred something within you, subscribe, reflect, and return often. Because your peace is not a destination, it's a daily path. Walk it with mindfulness, and you'll never walk alone.